All right, this is a presentation or a review of some of the Pan-African activities or the Noirism or Garveyism activities in or trending in the Biafra movement, United States of Biafra, United States of Africa movement coalescing. We see Dr. Matsanga out of Uganda, which has influence in as far as the kingdoms and villages of East Africa, the Sahel, Sudan, Eritrea, the East African Community Federation, and the Intergovernmental Authority for Development, EAC-IGAD or EAC-IGAD, a population of 528 million, nearly 530 million people in East Africa, bordering the Sahel Alliance with Chad and Mauritania, Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, that northern Nigeria area. That's a connection between East Africa and Biafra and the Sahel Alliance that's growing. Then we see October 23rd, participation in the Burkina Faso ADDI summit, where we had Zimbabwe and Southern African Development Community, which includes Congo, of course, Zimbabwe, Madagascar, the kingdom, which had their own revolution, the Zimbabwe Revolution, coalesced in Burkina Faso and the Sahel Alliance. So I'm going to read this. Participation of the United States of Biafra mission at the ADDI Burkina Faso Summit in the spirit of liberation, decolonization, Pan-Africanism, and African unity. The United States of Biafra mission is honored to participate in the ADDI Burkina Faso Summit. The mission will be duly represented by the head of African Affairs and the Zambian head of mission, Honorable Bishop Nwaizu. We look forward to engaging with the esteemed people of Burkina Faso alongside fellow Africans and friends of Africa in attendance to foster dialogue and collaboration aimed at advancing the shared vision of African growth, self-reliance, and sustainable development. Signed, Honorable ADDI, Eze, Foreign Affairs. That's a beautiful picture of Africa and the flags of Africa with the Black African representation. So Dr. Erikana PLO Lumumba from East Africa, Dr. Umar Johnson out of the USA, Honorable Joshua Mapanga out of Zimbabwe, and let's see, Ouagadougou, which is the headquarters and the kingdom and the capital of Burkina Faso and the Sahel Alliance. Presidency is just rotated to President Captain Ibrahim Traore. So we're seeing growth. Seeing growth. All right, so I'm going to see any more posts as far as in that lineage of working with ADDI and the Sahel Alliance. Let's see. All right. Breaking news. Thanks our able President Trump for removing the visa bond for Mali. Great job, President Goita Assimi. We are rising up together to make the world a better place. Dr. Ngozi Obroweze, the Deputy Prime Minister, United States of Biafra. So we have one of the Igbo leadership, Biafra leadership, praising President Trump and Mali. As you see, if you're taking notes, there's Mali, Niger, the USA, the Sahel Alliance. They're having a war over citizenship. The growing presence of the Sahel Alliance, which came out of the G5 Sahel, which had 100 million people, 100 million black people. Now the Sahel Alliance is coming on board and taking back those territories and establishing a family code and their own policy of sovereignty, building families, security, military, mineral resource control, even religion, the African religion or spirituality being older than, and inspiring the Abrahamic religions and countries like Egypt, Israel. So the Sahel Alliance is affecting all international, sectors and countries, and people are changing the visa laws and citizenship laws because Africa is rising, Black Africa is rising. So that's another post supporting Biafra, supporting the ADDI or Sahel Alliance. And here's another post, October 26th. The United States of Biafra government, represented by Honorable Bishop Nwaizu, currently participating in diplomatic talks in Burkina Faso on behalf of the new nation. Thanks, President Traoré. And Burkina Faso is important to note that the majority ethnic group in is Mossi Dogbone people, which covers Ghana, Burkina Faso. Their origins are in Zamfara State, Hausa land, which we know was conquered by jihad in 1804 and has a population of about 70 million people in Nigeria. But that would mean that Burkina Faso and Niger, the majority communities trace their origins to Hausa land in northern Nigeria. So if you count Mauritania, Chad, and northern Nigeria, Hausa land, coming together with the Sahel Alliance, that's possibly 170 million people. And then you get into the Sudan crisis bordering Chad. So the AES Sahel Alliance, northern Nigeria, that's 170 million people. And then you have the Sudan East African Community, IGAD, 530 million people. That's almost 700 million people between the Sahel Alliance and the Sudan crisis, which is turning people to a federation in East Africa. You have about 700 million people between the Sahel bloc, the Western Sahel bloc, and let's say the East African bloc. So it's 700 million people that we, at minimum, that are being affected by these federations. And it starts with the Sahel Alliance that brought that Marcus Garvey symbolism and mentality to the 21st century in a major way. So see more posts. In November, we saw the USA starting to move into the Sahel via Nigeria, discussions and propaganda. So I'm trying to see any more posts about the Sahel Alliance. Okay. United States of Biafra mission at the ongoing ADDI Burkina Faso summit. The government of the United States of Biafra proudly participates in the ongoing ADDI Burkina Faso summit, reaffirming our commitment to collaboration and African unity. Yesterday, our representative, Honorable Bishop Nwaizu, head of African Affairs and Zambian head of mission, had the privilege of meeting with the representatives from the Burkina Faso Ministry of Education and other key organizers of the summit. In partnership with the government of Burkina Faso and other friendly nations across Africa and around the world, the United States of Biafra remains dedicated to prioritizing education as a cornerstone for national growth and continental transformation. We believe that by empowering our citizens through education, we can build self-sufficient, liberated nations that are free from mental slavery and focused on achieving true independence, innovation, and sustainable development. We look forward to continued engagement with the Burkina Faso government, development partners, and all stakeholders throughout this summit. The government and people of Biafra deeply appreciate the warm hospitality and brotherly reception extended by the people of Burkina Faso. Together we advance toward a future where Africa stands united, educated, and free. I'm trying to see if we could look at the pictures. Yep. Forum National. Yeah, so this is a technical professional forum. See the students in the background, the future being influenced by the examples set by the Sahel Alliance, breeding a new consciousness. Then you see the bishop in his Christian religious attire. Though the country is majority Muslim, we're moving towards the African, let's say, indigenous. Let's see if we can play this.
Puisse servir l'espace AES. C'est en cela qu'on dira que nous avons travaillé ensemble. Et si nous faisons la prouesse de donner à l'AES les moyens d'avancer, nous aurons donné aussi à l'Afrique les moyens d'avancer. Et c'est pour cela que, Monsieur le Directeur général du FONEA, votre intervention a montré que les défis qui sont dans votre pays sont des défis qui nous sont aussi réservés. Et vos exemples réussis peuvent aussi nous permettre d'aller de l'avant. Nous pouvons nous en inspirer comme vous allez vous inspirer de ce que nous avons fait. Donc je vous demande, Monsieur le Directeur général, de traduire à Monsieur le ministre avant qu'il puisse servir.
All right. That was that post. Let's see how it's going. All right. All right. Press release on October 30th. Press release, USBG, United States of Biafra government establishes in Burkina Faso. United States of Biafra government strengthens global humanitarian ties, signing of mutual cooperation agreement between New Dimension Mandate, NDM, and Long L'Amour du Prochain. On behalf of the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Honorable Dr. Ngozi Orobueze, the New Dimension Mandate has officially signed a mutual cooperation agreement MOU with Long L'Amour du Prochain, a respected humanitarian organization based in Burkina Faso. The signing ceremony was witnessed by Honorable Bishop Nwaizu, who represented Dr. Orobueze and the USB government. The agreement marks a new dimension mandate for deeper international collaboration in humanitarian relief, community empowerment, education, and sustainable development across Biafra, Burkina Faso, and other African nations. This partnership underscores the shared mission of both organizations to uplift vulnerable populations, promote justice, and build resilient communities through cooperation, advocacy, and humanitarian service. Honorable Bishop Nwaizu has also paid tribute to the enduring legacy of President Thomas Sankara by visiting the Thomas Sankara Memorial Park in Ouagadougou, honoring his vision for African unity, justice, and people-centered leadership. This milestone reflects the United States of Biafra's growing international engagement and commitment to building strong alliances that advance the cause of freedom, equality, and humanitarian progress across Africa and the world. All right.
C'était la région des nouvelles lumières. Là-bas, il est là. Il y a des villages qui étaient là, les 5 kilos qui étaient là, et ils ont construit la maison sous la zone. Donc, je pense que aller
United States of Biafra in Burkina Faso. This is very important. That's why the honorable bishop did in Burkina Faso.
Ça, c'est le deuxième. Et le troisième, quelques années plus tard, vous avez demandé la prédication sur le Burkinabé, qui a même fait quelques progrès au Burkina Faso. C'est cette troisième étoile vous avancez
pendant le temps d'histoire là. Thank you very much.
Et puis, moi, par exemple, les musulmans.
So that's very nice to see the Biafra flag and the Burkina Faso flag. With Biafra is technically Central Africa. Now we have the East African Confederation, IGAD. We have the Sahel Alliance with Chad, Mauritania. We have the Mono River Union countries that need to be in alliance. But that's about 4 federations or 4 blocks. You know, the Eastern Bloc, we have the Sahel Alliance, of course, leading. We have Biafra, Central, I would say Central Command even. Because the Sahel and East African Bloc, that's 700 million people. You have Mono River Union, you have Senegambia. So it's about 5 blocks maybe, I would say. And even with the Sahel Alliance and East African Confederation, you know, you're having 700 million people, IGAD. That's 700 million people between those 2 blocks. You have to start there. And then, you know, the Mono River Union, Ivory Coast, we have to get aligned. And then Biafra, of course, in northern Nigeria. It's a lot going on in a few blocks, but we're seeing that's an important meeting that occurred in October at the ADDI summit. And let's see, at the same time, the Christian persecution, the USA used that to get into the Sahel via Nigeria. So let's see. Okay, this is nice. November 3rd, update from the ongoing ADDI Burkina Faso Summit 2025. At the ongoing ADDI Burkina Faso Summit, the United States of Biafra, being represented by Honorable Bishop Nwaizu, had the privilege of meeting with distinguished Pan-Africanists, including Joshua Mapanga and Dr. Erikana Chiambari Kwao. Also in attendance was former presidents of South Africa, His Excellency Jacob Zuma, among other notable African leaders and visionaries. On behalf of the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Honorable Bishop Nwaizu reiterated the enduring message of our founding fathers, Thomas Sankara, Julius Nyerere, Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, Nelson Mandela, and others, that Africa belongs to Africans both at home and abroad. He emphasized, and those are the words of Marcus Garvey, he emphasized that the United States of Biafra as a sovereign nation stands resolutely against colonialism and neocolonialism in every form. The United States of Biafra remains committed to promoting development, unity, growth, and the complete decolonization of Africa. In his message, he reaffirmed that the path towards Africa's true liberation lies in self-determination, cooperation, and continental solidarity, building a future anchored on economic strength, technological progress, and cultural pride. Together we shall continue to champion the rebirth of a self-reliant, united, and prosperous Africa, a continent standing tall in dignity and freedom. Africa for Africans at home and abroad, united we stand, forward ever, backward never. And you see Honorable Joshua Mapanga and the ADDI, Honorable Nwaizu, they're both wearing the ADDI shawl, and that's Biafra Igbo land, meeting Zimbabwe and Southern Africa, the Mutapa Empire. So we've seen the Southern Africa, Congo connection, the Bantu connection. from Igbo land, and we're seeing the Bantu Federation connection. So then this is the diaspora. Dr. Ericana is there. That's the Honorable Ambassador to USA. I believe his name is Koulibaly. That's Damian Cook, I believe, out of Jacksonville, Florida, USA. The Florida Triangle Connection. Let's see. And that'd be interesting if ADDI could expand to Florida and DC as well and set up a base there. The Florida Triangle, Tampa, Jacksonville, Gullah Geechee, Savannah, and that corridor, as well as Tampa, Orlando, and Jacksonville, Savannah, Gullah Geechee connection. That'd be a strong base for ADDI. But you see the flyer, they really put it together. Yeah, let's see. There's Jacob Zuma and the ambassador of Burkina Faso, Dr. Ericana, really put this together very well. So, yeah, all right. I don't know. I think that might be Honorable the ambassador of Antigua and Barbuda, the OECS, to Abuja. I think his name is General Walter Williams. I'm not sure if that's him, next to Dr. Ericana. There's Honorable Nwaizu is in the picture as well. That's very good. Yeah, the ambassador Koulibaly of the USA, Burkina Faso, Dr. Ericana, the brother ambassador of Zambia, Biafra. It's a very good picture. I think brother from Jacksonville is there. So it's a good picture. Let's see. Zimbabwe, of course, is one of the more famous kingdoms and empires. Is Mutapa Empire in Africa. So that connection is there to Ouagadougou and the Mossy Dogbone empires. Trace their origin to Zamfara State, Hausa land in Nigeria. So those connections are being built. Biafra is right there. Zimbabwe is in Burkina Faso is very significant. Let's see. Trying to see. So it's only about 4 or 5 blocks, especially with the East African Confederation, the Intergovernmental Authority of Development being interlocked. That's 520 people, black people. And then you have the Sahel Alliance with the Chad, the G5 Sahel history. To bring those together, that's at least 600 million people between 2 blocks, 2 regions. So most of the work is already there, just need a few more blocks. The USA, Africans, Caribbean Africans, and that Biafra can bring that on board. The Mono River Union as well. So it's 2 blocks if we just need a trigger. So Biafra looks like it's stepping up. I'm trying to see if there's any more ADDI, Burkina Faso summit pictures or information. If not, we'll just end the video. Well, okay, let's see. There might be a few more moments from the ongoing ADDI Burkina Faso summit. The United States of Biafra representative, Honorable Bishop Nwaizu, has continued his diplomatic engagements with other international delegates participating in a remarkable summit that unites Africa. Then it has the Biafra declares independence, a renewed quest for freedom, American Enterprise Institute. I think op-ed by Michael Rubin. So this is Burkina Faso traditional dress. The brother is there next to Bishop Nwaizu. And traditional dress of Burkina Faso. Looks like it might actually be a community chief or official traditional officer with some rank based on the hat. It's a traditional chieftain hat. Say ADDI members duly represented. Bishop Nwaizu's there, representing Biafra. Jacob Zuma, yep, that's the Bishop Walter Williams out of Abuja. And Antigua and Barbuda, that's the ambassador, I believe. Let's see. I believe that's a chief in the traditional Burkina Faso cap. Let's see. Yep. I believe that has to be a chief. Probably the Masi extraction. So, yeah, United States of Africa is forming. Yep. See an ambassador with his cane. This is a very significant. And here we see the flyer 2025, United We Stand, Divided We Fall. ADDI Burkina Faso Pathway to Citizenship and Business Summit, October 26th to November 8th. Biafra was represented. The Igbo people were represented. The Bantu of Nigeria were represented, the Biafrans. So, granting independence for Black Africa. All right, we'll see if there's any more. Let's see. Any more posts from that summit on the timeline? Might not be November 5th. Let's see. Let's see. It was West. Okay. That was a Western criticism op-ed. November 29th. No, let's see. Okay. This is another post from November 8th now. So this is going to be okay, update from the ongoing ADDI Burkina Faso Summit. Presidency of Burkina Faso, President Captain Ibrahim Traoré addressed Afro-descendants, declaring, "We are not fighting only for Burkina Faso, we are fighting for Africa and for the dignity of the Black man. Seeing Africa awaken is a nightmare for some, but Africa will awaken." The government of the United States of Biafra was proudly represented by Honorable Bishop Nwaizu, one of the specially elected distinguished delegates graciously received by the presidency of Burkina Faso. This historic gathering, themed Homecoming of African People Worldwide, brought together Africans from across the globe to unite in rebuilding the African continent through Pan-Africanism, self-reliance, and collective progress. The government in the United States of Biafra stands in solidarity with the vision of African unity, dignity, and development shared by the people and leadership of Burkina Faso. We extend heartfelt gratitude to President Ibrahim Traoré, his government, and the people of Burkina Faso for their hospitality and commitment to the liberation and renaissance of Africa. So this is really amazing. The Sahel Alliance, got to be said again, it's bigger than people think. It's not only the 70 million of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. They have ties to Hausa land, 70 million people in northern Nigeria. They have Chad ties dating back to G5 Sahel, and of course culturally, family ties to Chad, as well as Mauritania. So those members, that was 100 million or 170 million. Either way, you could add another 30 million or another 100 million. Another 100 million, 30 or 100 million more people, based on if you count Hausa land or Chad and Mauritania. And then there's the bridge to Sudan and the East African community in IGAD. So, some pictures. I'm going to play the video that Honorable Nwaizu and Honorable King Mapanga out of Zimbabwe House of Chiefs, or Zimbabwe Mutapa Kingdom. So, let's see.
Bonjour camarades, bonjour chers frères et sœurs, et soyez les bienvenus chez vous. Je tenais ce matin à vous dire merci du fond du cœur. Merci à vous qui avez pris de votre temps, de votre énergie pour faire le déplacement du pays des hommes intègres, pour faire le retour aux racines, comme on le dit en anglais, back to your roots. Merci d'être venus. Vous nous avez fait preuve de fraternité, vous nous avez fait honneur, et je prie Dieu qu'il continue à vous bénir tous, à vous donner la santé, la force nécessaire de pouvoir continuer à revenir à vos sources. Parmi vous, il y a des personnes âgées, très âgées, qui malgré le poids de l'âge, ont fait le déplacement avec vous. Je vous dis infiniment merci du fond du cœur et que Dieu continue à vous réconforter.
Yeah, the soldiers. The soldiers Tupac was talking about, boy. All right. That was November 8th, I believe. See if there's any more. Posts on this timeline. All right. There's the African world. The brother from East Africa, Dr. David Matsanga, posts Pan-African communique on the situation in Mali and French instigated blockade, November 11, 2025. Issued by Pan-African Forwarded Limited and Associates, Bamako, Mali, for immediate release. Subject: strengthening African solidarity and collective security and support of Mali. The Pan-African Forum Limited and Associates expresses its deep concern over the recent escalation of violent and terrorist attacks within the Republic of Mali. Those tragic incidents have resulted in the loss of innocent lives, disrupted communities, and threatened the hard-won stability of the Sahel region. Mali today stands on the front line of a struggle that affects all Africans, the defense of sovereignty, peace, and self-determination. Every act of terror that destabilizes one nation weakens the foundation of continental unity and development. We therefore call upon African governments to condemn France for using tactics of hide and seek. We also condemn Nigeria for facilitating logistical support for France against Mali. And that's crucial. Africa's response must be guided by fairness, solidarity, and the conviction that sustainable peace can only arise from African solutions to African challenges. The Pan-African Forum reiterates its commitment to work with all stakeholders, national, regional, and international, to restore peace, protect human rights, and uphold the dignity of the Malian people. The time has come to Africa to stand firmly by Mali, not in words alone, but through coordinated and principled action, issued in the spirit of African unity and collective responsibility. Respectfully, Dr. David Deo Korach, Matsanga, Chairman, Pan-African Forum Limited, and Associates. Okay, and let's see. Now this is, okay, Haiti. Now Haiti also has its own bloc with connections to Venezuela, Colombia, Cuban revolutions. Also, there's a Cuba-Jamaica connection. Venezuela is bordered by Brazil. There's also the Curacao and ABC Dutch islands that speak Spanish. So the majority of Haitians, Haiti and Dominican Republic, have the Spanish-speaking tie. So that's the Latin America tie. Haiti and the Haitian Revolution has those ties to Cuba, Venezuela, Colombia. That's 100 million people right there. Although they're not majority black, Haiti would be the headquarters. So they're all connected and they're always in the news. They're all connected. So, let's see. I'm looking for any more posts. Regarding the summit in Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou Kingdom, its capital. Well, the summit was over by then. All right. So, yep. Well, that's concludes the video. So, thank you everyone who watched.